How you doing? Frankie Russo over here, 77 WABC. Pre-show before the live show. First the pre-show, then the live show. America's team, we got to join it. Got to go to facebook.com/ Frankie Russo Show. The fundraising is slow. We ain't stopping. We're going to help America's team help the men and women of the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. You got to go there and let's start the funding. We're going to do this. We got to do it. Okay? All right. Pre-show, so, crazy stuff going on. So I just go through some articles and things, and Boeing plans to cut 8,000 airplane jobs, sources say. Boeing company plans to cut 8,000 jobs this year at its commercial airplane division, according to two people familiar with the move. Let's see who's. This is Reuters. A move that could slash $1 billion in costs and help it battle for sales against European rival Airbus. Boeing acknowledged plans to cut about 4,000 jobs in its commercial airlines division by mid-year. Another 550 jobs in a unit that conducts flight and lab testing. Sources said the company's broad goal is to cut employment by 10% at its commercial airplane unit, which has about 80,000 employees. The job reductions are part of a broad cost-cutting drive at the Chicago-based Aerospace Defense Company. It's over 100-year history. Reuters was considering offering voluntary layoffs. Crazy stuff. That's interesting. Paris police car sent ablaze as officers protest brutality against them. I don't know. A total of 350 police officers were injured in the protests. Anti-cop brutality. Their opponents tried to gather for a counter rally. Since March, people across France have been protesting the new labor bill. The proposal states that the employers need pay only 10% of the overtime bonus, but the current 25%. Okay, so we're going to go with that one. Excuse me. Clinton has been burying emails since she was first lady. While State Department's own internal probe found Secretary of State Clinton violated federal record-keeping laws, it's not the first time. She and her top aides shielded her email from public disclosure while serving in a government position. All the way back to 99. I don't know. Napolitano claims, Judge Napolitano, there's ample evidence to indict Hillary Clinton, and only Barack Obama and Attorney General Loretta Lynch could prevent making this decision. Hillary Clinton to be indicted on federal racketeering charges. Huffington Post contributors. Interesting. We shall see. They're claiming the RICO is racketeering, may include bribery, counterfeiting, money laundering, embezzlement, illegal gambling, kidnapping, murder, drug trafficking, slavery, Sex slaves. The Clintons love it. Bill just got back. Secretary Clinton should have preserved any federal records she created and received on her personal account by printing and filing those records with the related files in the office of the secretary. At a minimum, Secretary Clinton should have surrendered all emails dealing with the department business before leaving government service, and because she didn't do so, she didn't comply with the department's policies that were implemented in accordance with the Federal Records Act. The Inspector General report, it went on to say that the server in her basement was never approved and it's illegal. It never would have been approved if she went to them. So there. Rice Previous, people involved with Bill Kristol's independent, never Trump candidate, French, embarrassing themselves on suicide mission. CARE official stands by Memorial Day criticism of U.S. troops. You believe this? For the third year in a row, the executive director of CARE bashed the San Francisco Bay Area chapter, bashed the U.S. military Memorial Day. They took time out of their Memorial. A top council official took time out of her Memorial Day weekend to stand by her opposition to honoring fallen U.S. soldiers on the holiday, and specifically took aim at Muslim Americans who serve in the U.S. military. For the third year in a row, the executive director of CARE's San Francisco Bay Area chapter, Sahara Bellew, bashed the U.S. military on the holiday in which we are supposed to thank them for their sacrifices. She said, if they killed innocent people uncritically, participated in an unjust wars, no. Unbelievable. And by the way, CARE is a U.S. Muslim Brotherhood entity that was designated as a terrorist group by the UAE. FBI wiretaps in 1993 revealed that CARE was established to deceptively push the Islamic agenda. And as we know, right, so the White House has been unable to detect a single cybersecurity threat more than 6 months after issuing a national emergency to deal with the administration identified as growing and immediate danger, according to a new government report. All right. Obama thinks the Clinton email use didn't hurt national security. Why am I not shocked? Members of Congress have summoned heads of airplane giant Boeing to a meeting to encourage the company to stop spearheading efforts to re-enter the Iranian marketplace, a business pursuant that is jointly backed by the Obama administration, according to a letter sent to Boeing leadership obtained by Washington Free Beacon. Boeing, like its French rival Airbus, has been working to woo the Iranian government following last summer's comprehensive nuclear agreement. Officials at Boeing, a top U.S. government contractor, opened up discussions with Iran last month. Let's see something. Let's do a Google. Boeing, Iran, Clinton Foundation. Look at this. Clinton Foundation donor violates. Oh. While Secretary of State John Kerry feverishly works the negotiating table in Vienna, trying to secure a nuclear deal with the Iranians. What deal? The fake deal. News surfaces once again of the Iranian businessman who donated thousands of dollars to the Clinton Foundation, a man whose enterprise will benefit directly if Kerry seals the deal. In digging down on the Clintons, the Daily Beast revealed that an Iranian businessman, Fahid al al Fahid al-Gabad, previously accused the United States government of sanction violations, recently donated money to the Clinton Foundation. So this gentleman was accused by the United States government of sanction violation. Al-Gabad is one of several questionable actors who have donated to the Clinton Foundation. Al-Gabad, whose London-based Bali Aviation Ltd. was in negotiations to sell Boeing-made 747s to Tehran, Iran. Despite the long-standing federal ban on doing business with the terrorist nation, in 2010, Bali Aviation pleaded guilty to 2 counts of criminal information. This is unbelievable. So we're going with this one. Interesting. Clinton, it's obvious to voters, I will put national security over self-interest. And she says it with a straight face, Hillary Clinton says. She says it with a straight face. Oh. She's going to put, Hillary Clinton's obvious to voters that she will put national security over self-interest. With a straight face, she says it. Wow. State admits Kerry downplayed Iran's $100+ billion payday. So here's another State Department debacle. Yeah. Iran adds new demands, 8.6 million nuke material sale, Obama administration. Oh, okay. So I'm getting rid of that one. I'm going to check this one out now. Wait. Hmm. I tell you, it's like unbelievable. Let me just see what else I got here before I decide. Let's go to part 2. Let's see this part 2 thing. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Well, Washington Post, John Dutch. 1999. Okay, so I'm gonna. So we went through some articles. I'm gonna finish this up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut this one short. This is the Frankie Russo pre-show. I was on for about 20 minutes or so. I went through some articles. I want to finish this up. I got some ideas, and then we'll see you in about an hour. Okay, live here at 77 WABC, the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah, yeah, yeah.